Free Japan Channel number 186. Today, April 16th, Thursday. The time is 11 a.m. in Yokohama. Spring sunshine is very warm, and new green is permeating the city, Yokohama City. April, how are you doing? Today's FGC topic is Trump followers betrayed. There were so many Trump followers, Trump believers, who regarded Trump's speech and action good, morally good, and conservative, and sound. And when you are US citizens, you had the right to vote for Trump. They are Trump believers or Trump followers. I'm Japanese, therefore I don't have any voting right to endorse Mr. Trump. But from here, I've been broadcasting the pro-Trump program from this FGC, and his action and words were legitimate from the perspective of conservatism. In addition, Trump is very famous for his libertarian attitude. Here, FGC, Free Japan Channel, libertarianism is the main principle of this channel. Therefore, Trump is the best candidate or best politician for me to support. However, in 2026, at first, attack on Venezuela, then pressure on Greenland and Cuba. After that, Iran war. That Trump started the war. It was not only me who was surprised at his change, Trump's change. What did he say, for example, in electoral campaign? He reiterated that he hated war. He didn't want to see a beautiful young man die in the battlefield in Ukraine. In Gaza, there are so many civilians who were killed by Israeli Defense Force. And Trump added, if I means Trump, if I am chosen next President of the United States of America, then I would end these two wars, Ukraine war and Gaza war, 24 hours, in 24 hours. This was the promise of Mr. Trump in electoral campaign, and he actually became President of the United States of America in 2025, January. It was his second inauguration. And now, 2026, April, therefore, 1 year and 3 months have passed since his second inauguration. And what did we witness during this time? What did we witness? Attack on Venezuela and pressure on Greenland, Cuba. Then, now, ongoing war in Iran. In the case of Venezuela, Trump had some legitimacy to resort to such military operation because Venezuela was pernicious in the way that the country sent so many immigrants to the United States, as well as illegal drug to the United States. Trump had the right to stop the influx of immigrants and drug, illegal drug. But this time, Iran exerts no imminent threat to the United States, does it? However, Trump resorted to military operation war. Why? Of course, because Prime Minister Netanyahu said so, and Israeli lobby said so, and Trump's supporters were or are have been composed of evangelicals or Christian Zionists. They are so frantically enamored to Great Israel story, which is so curious, which seems so peculiar to outsiders. But in their circle, this Great Israel story is realistic. And these Christian Zionists and evangelicals have so many supporters in the United States. It is unbelievable. But in the United States, there are so many Christian Zionists or evangelicals who support the atrocity of Israel, and they regard the Great Israel as sound and favorable. And this is the solid basis of Mr. Trump. Therefore, Trump is always looking to these people. Recently, Trump has posted 2 pictures, AI pictures, consecutively. The first was Trump himself was like Jesus healing a patient in the bed. And this was deleted because of the huge flood of criticism. And the next one was Trump was hacked. Trump is hacked by Jesus Christ with their eyes closed. And Trump added in his comment that, this picture is very good. This is very congruous. Are they really congruous pictures for the US president? Of course not. US president is a person who should always look at every people in the United States, not in the United States, not only in the United States, but also the citizens of all over the world, because so much responsibility is on US president, not only domestic US policy, but also world direction is up to this president. Don't you think so? Then there are so many people who believe in Islam, or so many people who are Buddhist or some other religions. Not only Christians, but also many other religious people are here in this world. However, now Trump is president himself, and he posts such biased Christianity-oriented pictures on the website, and he is very glad about it. Is he really sane? Are Trump followers betrayed? Now is the time too soon to judge this matter, but many people, including me, are beginning to think that we are deceived. We were betrayed. We were cajoled by Trump into believing his actions and words. Maybe in May, in June next month, or in 2 months, we will be able to judge what Mr. Trump is really like. Thank you.